The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall... I know you understand. Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well. It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
Please, sir. Watch yourselves! There's one of them!
It's locked.
blinded by your false faith.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask...
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town.
Really?
I'm a poet, sir.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet...
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, what?
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic...
Thank you, Doctor. But we...
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death...
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy.
Peaceful. That's quite an unusual way to speak about the epidemic. And very inappropriate.
Most people fail to understand my perspective.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger?
But this is where I must be to feel the...
If some misfortune came upon you...
Well, you, for a start.
I understand your need for solitude.
I don't care. I don't have...
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration?
The place is not beautiful per se, but...
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smile...
If you say so.
Such vibrant and...
Vivid, of course.
Oh yes, the poignant...
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of...
What can you tell me about Camilla?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it.
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lived?
Maybe I prefer...
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out...
One day, perhaps, I'll...
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for...
I fear you are a hopeless romantic.
Guilty as charged.
Are you not curious?
That girl has not an ounce of...
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it?
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to...
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in...
I'll leave you alone. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
And trickery. You are blinded.
Hello again. Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. Very well.
Ciekawa osoba, tak w ogóle się nie odzywa nic. Jeszcze do jednej osoby tam widziałem, no. Trzeba pędzić. Ale ciekawa gra, fajna taka.
No, please, I don't have your money.
Cap.
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is...
You really love
He's my...
Since the criminal nature of your...
No one will ever take my...
Do you have any regret?
Only one. Not to have my beloved...
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job.
You could leave tomorrow.
That's easy for you to...
Goodbye, Mr.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Fancy...
You never... What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems...
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time...
What troubles him exactly?
Despite being his father's son, almost...
Right then. Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make...
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right.
It's locked.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea.
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't...
Tylko zmęczenie, zapalenie oskrzeli, a tylko zmęczenie.
Well, I think you do.
Free drugs from an English doctor. It must be my lucky day.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothy,
She seems important to the community.
more than you can imagine. The West End.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflet.
Are you not
She is as brave as she...
Are you in...
Don't be
Who is she, really?
She's not from...
You say she has no...
Well, there's that off...
Tell me everything you know about Camellia.
I do not...
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children?
Who knows? I have abandoned...
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man.
Don't be embarrassed, sir.
It's quite awkward to talk.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
It is not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country.
You mean occupy...
Really?
Tell me...
I do.
Who you...
Nie chcę się odznaczyć, no.
Goodbye. What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily, high fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain, diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort, liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. To what do I owe this courtesy? I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest...
It's easy for you to say, Doctor.
So, the end justifies the means.
I know you're kind.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
No w końcu poziom hipnotyzmu poleciał do góry, no, alleluja. W końcu, nie? Drugi level.
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
This one stinks already. Watch yourselves! Here's one of them! Bloody leech! Take a breath in it! This one's mine! What's happening to you? Steady, boys!
Hello, Mr.
Hello, Doc. Yes? Who will assist Dorothea helping our comrades now that I die?
You have black bloody heart.
Good evening. A gun?
Be proud of me.
How are... Goodbye. Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill it, boy! There's one of them.
Siwy dym. Tutaj teraz... Chyba bossy.
Burn it, boy!
Good evening.
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake.
You can't impersonate.
You're absolutely right.
Do you believe?
My rate?
Do you really?
Yeah,
It is.
It was a...
Please.
Of course. Good evening.
Do you need
Hold the prop.
Don't.
And that...
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana. It's locked.
I'm sorry you ended up on
I cannot enter.
medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help. You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
It's locked or... Right.
Goody.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could...
You may be right, but you'll go to jail.
If ever I have to go to...
Goodbye,
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive.
Another night with the glorious battalion.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'd like...
Wise choice, Doc.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doc.
I...
Wise choice.
would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who's...
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but...
We are vampires. We live by leeching the blood from weaker prey. We are Darwin's next chapter. His cynical and perhaps...
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless.
Anyway,
I see. Please excuse...
The case is closed, your ladyship.
So who was it?
My lady. The blackmailer was dealt with.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn...
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadow.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than light.
Once glorious, but...
They have seen better days.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like...
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed. And we often tend to...
Do you know any of them?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an...
Will they all be as affable as you?
I do not see why not. But remember, even...
That sounds like...
Vampire polit...
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the...
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate...
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
And who bestowed upon you this?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well, but I believe that...
A lady has to have some.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my...
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause a...
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish and...
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are
I bid you for... I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient. Good evening.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Milton. Good evening.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Nurse.